Over the last 45 years, Project Return has been an organization dedicated to serving people who are returning home from incarceration. And I would say that that legacy was really born out of prison ministry. And so our two founders, Reverend Barnes and Reverend Weiswinger, noticed that some of the people that they were working with were coming back. And at the genesis of Project Return, it was born out of this idea of, well, what are the things that we can do to create a scenario where people can stay out of prison?
What brought me to Project Return was I was incarcerated, and when I was transferred from East Tennessee, I came here, and through the halfway house I was housed at, they told me to go to Project Return.
We recognize that there are barriers that people encounter, there are challenges that people encounter in their re-entry journey.
Nobody wants to hire a felon, especially when their background is selling drugs. So because of Project Return, I have been able to start a life that I've never really dreamed of.
Two commonalities with all of our participants. One, each of them are almost always going to encounter some sort of barrier. So it may be employment naturally, it may be housing.
My background was stopping me from getting hired. So with the assistance of Project Return, the state deemed that I would be responsible enough, and I made good changes to be who I am today. So that was important.
The second commonality is that everyone who has walked through our doors has a sincere desire to change the narrative of their life.
It's very satisfying to walk away from a job knowing that you put your best effort into it.
One of the things that Project Return is becoming very pivotal in is really helping the business community figure out the labor shortage issue. We have 3 social enterprises, Pro-E, which is our transitional employment agency.
Pro-E pretty much projected that I could have a better life if I stay on the track, and I got new connections and doors open for me, better employment.
We also have Props, which is our property solutions social enterprise. And so we do an array of different services for various companies, everything from landscaping to demolition work to make-ready work.
So with my background, because I've done about 15 years in remodeling hotels and odds and ends, I was introduced with Props.
And then last but not least, we have Pro-H, which really is a recognition that affordable housing is a critical need for our participants.
Nashville rent has just increased so much that this has just been a tremendous blessing in helping me to, 1, save money, 2, have a nice place to live.
My vision for the future of Project Return is certainly just a continued expansion of the scope of services and location of our organization. Right now we are in Nashville and Chattanooga, and I think the goal would be to, see how we can serve other communities in Tennessee. And then another thing that is extremely important to me is collective impact. So I think just really examining the partnerships that we have and deepening those, as well as forging new ones. There's an African proverb that says, if you want to do something fast, do it alone, but if you want to go further, do it together. And I would say that the vision and creation of our social enterprises would not have been possible without my predecessor, Betty Kirkland. When she stepped into the role as director, she really took this organization to tremendous heights.
Life for me today is freedom, enjoyment, trying to find my way in a world where I've always been under the influence of something, to be able to make a home, have somebody that depends on me, and live life normal.
I'm more focused, more dependable, got a lot more going for myself. I'm working 3 jobs. So I'm pretty much staying busy until I figure out what I can get into that's just gonna throw that generational wealth in the picture. So
I have stability, This place gave it to me. Project Return gave it to me. Props gave it to me.
Project Return, our vision is to help people achieve a full and free life after incarceration. And so every time that bell rings, it's a celebration. Celebrating someone getting a job, celebrating someone getting their first home. And I think that that is the essence of Project Return. And in order for us to sustain and continue this work, we just ask that you continue to support this mission, support the great work of this organization.
My goal is to buy land in Florida and move down there. So with the Pro H, it has allowed me to save money to make that dream come true. She wants to be a beach dog, and so do I.